I'm continuing again with Final Fantasy XIV. And there was actually sudden network break and stream stop, so I can continue. Right, everything's fine, probably. I mean, it couldn't be as bad as the last time we stood around waiting for something to happen and then was break. Waiting.
How about you?
Kosetsu.
Was that? That was Kosetsu. I'm sure of it. He's in trouble. Lise, wait!
I suppose we should follow her then.
Victory to the samurai!
Aha, this is how they decided.
How many is that now? 10 in a row?
Kosetsu!
Oh! This is a surprise! What in blue blazes are you three doing here?
I could ask you the same thing. We've been looking all over for you, and then I suddenly heard you screaming.
It would seem there has been a misunderstanding. Allow me to explain.
So, in summary, you started a brawl with some off-duty Imperial soldiers and were subsequently arrested by the Sekisugumi, whom you somehow befriended and convinced to set you free if you could defeat a given number of them in single combat.
Given number.
10 bouts for my freedom, aye. 'Tis but a pity you came too late to witness the last one. And with that, I'm free to go, yes?
Our word once given may not be broken, but we pray you make every effort to avoid future altercations. Circumstances notwithstanding, my lord, we are honored and grateful to have witnessed firsthand the skill of a Doma samurai.
Okay, seems that everything is in order.
We had just concluded negotiations. I gather my assistance was not required.
Just appeared here. And raining. Okay, Kosetsu is found. I think I last see him in the very end of Heaven's Sword. And okay, there was this one. And what was this? Okay, this was hand item, but I think I have much better, so I go for determination +6. I still have umbrella. Maybe I ask. Indeed, to have an opportunity to study swordsmanship of master, much less spar with him. Let's ask, is he Suki or stone? This is Seki Seki Kumi Parak. See you equip yourself with proper. That was not for not at least our friend in the Seki Seki Kumi is willing to consider this an investment of sorts, a payment against future misunderstandings. To be honest, I wish I had seen that fight. Just when I think I have heard everything. One more to the Ruby Sea. And actually once more. For a man who had just defeated 10 samurai in a row, Kosetsu is looking for rather sheepish. I must apologize that you endured such trials and tribulation in search of me. There is no need for that. You had no way of knowing we would come looking for you. You were after a ship to take you to Doma, yes. It just so happens we have found a willing captain. Truly what fortune. We will let you all about it back at the company offices. Alfinor and Atara are waiting for us there. It's nice to have an umbrella from train. Ah, now it's actually no more rain. Greetings, honor sir. Will you be entering the Ruby Bazaar offices? Kosetsu, thank the 12 you are unharmed. As you can see, Master Alfinor, I'm the very pigs of health. You vile fiend, malevolent trickster, how kind the kami are to grant me vengeance so soon, but first I demand you return the coin you so villainously embezzled from me. You have every right to be angry, good sir, gladly. Hi, Hervasio. Would I return to your coin had I not been forced to repay certain gambling debts beforehand? Seems like all coins are lost. Setting that matter aside for the moment, there is Lady Yukiri. Was she not traveling with you? For a time but we parted ways some while ago, the better to improve our chances of finding Lord Hien. Lord Hien. Forgive me, I have yet to explain. Lord Hien is the heir to Doma's throne and our master. He was passionate voice for the cause of Domain liberation, and when we learned of Emperor's death, it only grew louder. So you seized upon the opportunity and rose up to reclaim your freedom, only for your hopes to be dashed when Genos led his army onto your lands. The Crown Prince was merciless foe against him and the might of the shield. We had no chance. Once Lord Hien understood this, he bade Yukiri take to the sea with as many of our people as possible. He, however, would stand and fight, that they might have more time to escape. I remained by his side as well, and together we carried our doomfall. And then one day, in a fierce battle, we were separated. I knew not what became of him, only that he was beyond the Empire's reach, and that to find him I would need Yukiri's aid. The situation grew more perilous by the day, for the new Viceroy, Yosutsu, is a black-hearted villain who delights in the torments of our people. There is not to see wouldn't do further her pursuit of Lord Hien. Okay, so we are looking for a certain person. Thank you. I believe that makes matters a good deal clearer. It should please you to learn that we are come to aid the Doman Liberation Front in resuming their efforts to overthrow the imperial oppressors. Then allow me to join you. My inquiries here bore no fruit, hence my desire to return to Othal. Once there, I can lead you to headquarters in Yangxia, where we shall all be reunited with Yukiri. Mayhap not all Alfinor's talent would seem better applied here in Kukane, working closely with Tataru and Hancock to feed us intelligence. There is Gallian Impasse just down the road after all. While I appreciate the vote of confidence, I should be glad to accompany you all. A soldier in the field, so to speak, come now, brother. Competent commander assigns his soldiers the task best suited to them, as you of all people should know, and you are so very good espionage and intrigue. For we all must serve, each in our own way, very well. It would seem my place is here. No more. With Tataru, Soroban is waiting at the pier. Have fun, you lot. that are no spurs. So it seems that we need to go to the port. Maybe I check, are there anyone who can repair here? Culinary material supplier. Arms dealer. Okay, these were. I check. Do I have a lot of things? Maybe I just check. Can I? These copper rings I probably can sell to get more room. Then there are those different kind of tools. Maybe I sell these direct hits, lesser direct hits. Okay, I check. Did I take the right one? Sell items in your inventory. I already jumped. Okay, this is not odd thing. It sounds right away here. Odd thing. Okay, now I get to the right location. And I sell these also. Oh, not this much. cannot. Now I see I cannot sell these. I think these I sell this. This is so very beginning. Maybe I sell these also. Okay, I think this is good. Here is repair. Everything is in fine condition. Falcon. I just check. Good evening to you, sir. Do you wish to hire Falcon? Port. I say this is not first visit this job. In that case, I shall add your name to our register for our future ease of travel. I just check. What is this? Not enough gil to pay that Etherite teleportation fee, or perhaps you simply want to fly in peace, enjoying the view on high instead of fumbling through your maps. Then Falcon Porter is exactly what you need. Our birds will carry you quickly and safely to fun many convenient destinations for merely a small hardware coin. We only ask that you observe two simple rules. Firstly, should you dismount while en route, you will not be allowed to remount. The Falcon will fly on to his destination, leaving you to fend for yourself. Secondly, though each job has full list of accessible destinations, we will only authorize travel to those which you have visited at least once before. This is to ensure that on off chance that one of our birds becomes disoriented and loses his way, you will be able to guide him back on course. Rest assured, however, this has never happened once in our many years of service. Our birds are trained to travel specific courses and never deviate from them. They have also been bred for speed, and there is no fear of harassment from outside threats. In fact, we are so certain of their capacity to deliver you unharmed to your final destination. Should you be attacked while riding Fairwater, we will refund your rental fee in full. Allow me to show you to your bird. Right this way, my lord. Aha, so there is air travel. I know Alfinor can hold his own in a fight, but he is plainly better suited to more cerebral tasks. Surely I am not alone in thinking that. This one smaller than the misery, a lot smaller. Coaching captain, a fine choice. Only Confederate sailors rival their knowledge and skills. What kind of boat? I wonder if it's that very small one. I have been waiting for you, my friends. All preparations have been completed, and my ship awaits its passengers. Shall we depart without further delay? After you, myself, friend. Okay, let's go. If you insist, with me, everyone, the Ruby Sea awaits. Haha, Ruby Sea. Finally there. Ah, okay, Indiana Jones. Ah, something happens.
I remember the water, how it turned crimson in the morning sun. A shimmering sea of rubies, stretching from horizon to horizon. You could almost believe it went on forever. But beyond that red expanse lay a land in turmoil. On the shores of Othard, our Doman brothers struggled in vain.
Somewhere out here across the water is Yukiri and Koshitsu's homeland. Woe beside any enemy foolish enough to attack by sea. Now, if the Kalians were to bring their airships on the other hand. Hinkans built this island as bulwark against invasion and filled it with enough cannons to sink armada. How wide and beautiful she is. The Ruby Sea filled with promise and adventure and treasures, many wonderful treasures. Destination unknown, achievement unlock. Open vote. Now, in order to reach the source of Othar, you will need to cross the resplendent waters you see before you. However, this is easier said than done. To set forth without making the necessary preparation is to invite the Confederacy to claim your vessel and aid and your life should you resist. But this fate can be avoided by paying the rupee title, thereby earning you the blessing of pirates' lords. So let us go and greet them. Our destination is the isle to the west. That doesn't look very far to me. Why don't we jump in and swim for it? I had my fill of boats. An excellent idea. I think you shall find the water to your liking. I will use my ship to deliver those less inclined to the isle. We are now in Othard. It's in Traveler. What are you doing here? If you are looking to cross in for Kukane, you need go further east. Tell me about yourself. I'm one of many Bakufu soldiers stationed here, charged with patrolling the waters surrounding Hinkashi. I hail from Koshu, the largest of many islands that make up our great nation. For the next 3 years I'll be serving at this post and shall do whatever is required of me to fulfill my duty here. This is Ruby Prize, a Hinkan bastion erected by Bakufu in the middle of the Ruby Sea. Whenever an enemy ship draws too near, we fire upon them until nothing but burning planks remain. We must take extra precautions when doing so. However, as we are stationed very close to the training port of Kukane, we don't want to mistakenly open a fire on commercial or otherwise friendly vessel. Such an error would be akin to waging war upon what may have been an allied or neutral nation. We have been given strict orders to monitor all foreign vessels passing through this area. It is far more taxing than it sounds for. In addition to that, we must also contend with the Confederates. I just check what is here. We can go another side. We have cannons. And okay, a lot of them. Okay, it's swimming time. Right, this should be easy and good way to loosen up before the next fight, whenever it comes. 20 Killer says, I beat you there. Not bad, we call it draw. Oh, what spirit you do have to delight in this simple joy so readily. Not what I've anything against the occasional dip in the ocean, but to dive in on a whim is a bit, Ah, there you are. I trust you enjoyed yourselves. Follow me, my friends. The ones with whom we must speak is a man named Tansel. Maybe I'll check here. This one is Tansel. Come, introduce yourselves. My gloves are mostly dried, but they are a bit clingy. Still no regrets. Doma's position on Confederacy could be best described as one of guided acceptance. They are pirates, aye, but they are adhere to code and are stabilizing force in the Ruby Sea. I wonder, Lomisan's pirates have been known to say things like but surely pirates on the opposite side of the world would use different expression, perhaps. I fear you have the advantage of me. Most honorable and esteemed, I'm Tansel, a humble mate who serves at the pleasure of Confederacy Captain. As you are in the company of the Selpak, I presume we have business to discuss. Boys with boats. What do we have here? Okay, it looks a lot of items for fighters. And the last one is good for magic use or heal. Dino's face betrays nothing as he looks you up and down. You wish to pay the ruby title, yes, with your kill perhaps. It is just as well foreign currencies are in demand these days. I would pay 40 patches to Othard. Does this sum meet with your satisfaction? The sea has been quite tempestuous of late. I cannot say with confidence that you would reach your destination safely unless you tripled it. Do you take me a fool? I know the price, as do all. Alas, we live in interesting times. As you came from Kukhane, I should think I need not tell you that. The shadow of war looms. The wise and the cautious search our waters and our custom, and the foolhardy sharpen the knives in anticipation. Meaning, sir, you got to come quickly. At again. I tried to confuse them to stop, but they weren't having it. Very well, I will be there shortly. Proposition, your comrade strike me as a worthwhile investment. I would not hear men name me a cat before Koban, so I shall consider the title paid, not for what they have done, but for what I expect they will do. I'm not sure what to make of that man, but at least the matter of our title is settled for now. What was that he and other pirate were talking about? Maybe we ought to go and have a look. I guess it will be battle. I never grow tired of watching the lead. Oh. Hell's Lead. Oh, now I remember. I check, can I use mounts here? Okay, I can. Discovered new location. A flying shark. Okay, there are some members over there, some kind of crew.
Gentlemen, I'm told you were most unreceptive to my associate's requests. I realize you do not look kindly on the Confederacy and her ways, but if you refuse to pay the ruby tithe, your safety in these waters cannot be assured.
Spare me your concern, pirate. Your feeble attempts at extortion will not work on us.
Ahtia Imperials. Guardians.
You remain at large because we allow it. Because you are such insignificant little pests that we see no need to swat you. But if you wish to risk the ire of the Viceroy, by all means, fire upon an Imperial vessel. Give us a reason to bring the full might of the Garlean Empire to bear against your pathetic fleet.
Bastards!
Ah, there is a red one. Now I see there is a red.
Gentlemen, surely the fact that you have such limitless resources at your disposal gives you all the more reason to spare some few coins for the less fortunate.
All talk, just as I thought. Come, let us away. I have no time for this rubbish.
Ah, there are two of those red ones. One Imperial and two reds.
We're all the same to them, aren't we? Savages to be ruled or slaughtered.
They've always balked at paying the ruby tithe, but they were never so eager to pick a fight. The problem, you see, is that many of my comrades in the Confederacy are of Doman descent, and the acting Viceroy, well, she's none too fond of Domans, to say the least. If we take any action to hinder the safe passage of an Imperial vessel, she'll accuse us of attempting to foment rebellion and brand us enemies of the Empire, which we can ill afford to be. Like the man said, we're all talk.
And where did the Kojin stand in all this?
With the winning side, of course. They're mercenaries to a fault, eager to offer their services without coercion. The Shellback could tell you more, though something tells me he would rather not.
To the winning side.
I don't understand. If the Garleans are causing the Confederacy this much trouble, and if so many of you are Doman to begin with, why aren't you willing to fight back?
Spoken like a true friend of the Doman Liberation Front. If you're planning to rouse us with noble words and grand promises, don't bother. We all know what the Imperial Army can do. Compared to them, we're boys with boats. Besides, what ties a man may once have held to his home are forsaken upon joining the Confederacy. We look out for none but our own.
Wait.
Be that as it may, our livelihood is under threat. And the captain will need to decide soon whether we're to go down in a blaze of glory, or bow and scrape for crumbs from the Emperor's table. All while our friend the Viceroy continues her purge of Doma's radical elements. I believe she's holding court in one of the fishing villages even as we speak.
Holding court.
That she-devil! Her perfidy knows no bounds! She must be stopped! Come, let us find Sullivan and put us here at once!
Tell the others that these ones have paid. We all have places to be.
Setsurugi. Doma is but one of many provinces under imperial control, filled with people who have had to find ways to cope with bitter reality. So they really don't care what happens to Doma. I refuse to believe that. What are we waiting for? Come, come. Soropan cannot have gone far. True now that I think on it, it's passing strange that he left without warning. Mayhap he didn't wish to be seen by his coaching brethren. I doubt he thought to leave us behind, but nevertheless, it may be prudent to return to his ship, or at least to Confederate encampment. Okay, time to get Torgal. I wonder those markers. I check one thing. I had hunt. Are these targets? Maybe I'll try another one. I'm sure he has his reason for his odd behavior, and I should very likely much to hear them. Trust requires honesty. Oh good, she is still here. Ha, I told you he wouldn't abandon us. Oh, my friends, 1,000 pardons, as you may have guessed. I was reluctant to be seen in your company by the Red Brothers. Ours is a complex relationship. I pray do you not misinterpret their actions as a reflection of our alliances as a whole. You understand. Kami be praised too often are still less quick to judge all gods in 40 days of one. Right then, now that our business with Tansul is concluded, we can traverse the Ruby Sea without fear. And arties were mostly for fighters, but there was material. To bend with the wind. What do we have here? Okay, item level is again lower, but I think, maybe I take these boots. I shall return to the ship and prepare for our departure. If you have any remaining business to conduct with the pirates here, I pray you do so. That reminds me, Silveren, would you be so kind as to inform the Confederate of our plans? The more they know of our movement, the less like we are to be mistaken for another vessel by their comrades. We probably need to talk to gunners. I never grow tired of what's the leader. I check what is this plus here. These are usually special quests. This is actually important. This is Ether Current quest, the price of betrayal. If you collect enough of these quests, you will get flying ability. The price of betrayal. Usually is looking for an individual who can freely enter the rupee price. Yes, you. Do you know of Rupee Price, the fortress in the middle of Ruby Sea, from which the buckle soldiers survey the surrounding waters? The other day we found one of the men stowed away on a ship we confiscated with a bit of coaxing. He eventually confessed doing some underhanded trading with the Red Coats on behalf of his superior. Seems he thought he could avoid paying the rupee title by hiding aboard someone else's ship, but no one gets away with crossing our waters free of charge. As such, I'm looking to track down this superior of his and have him compensate us. If I try to sell the rupee price and look for him myself, however, I'll be blasted to smithereens before I even make halfway there. Do you think you could go in my stead? There is a man by the name of Ikaruka there. He's an old friend and should be able to identify who our captive superior is. And I think I have all met Ikaruga. So I go to check for... Okay, so there are ether current quests also in this. I check usually travel and 10 ether currents. No information, no information. If you only know about these. Of course I check map, what is area we are currently, what hard. The ruby prize. Okay, here is Ikaruk. Yes, just the other day one of the soldiers deserted base. I suspect he is the man usually is after. Trade with foreign countries is strictly prohibited in our nation. Then, upon learning his subordinates disappeared, feared he would be caught and turned tail and ran. If what you told me is true, he likely went northwest of here to seek asylum with the coaching of the Red. I am tempted to go after this man myself, alas that would require me receiving the necessary authorization, which could take days. Please track him down and arrest him in my stead. If he resists, feel free. Okay, we have a little bit swimming. New area, new location. Again those flying sharks. Aha, over here hiding. I would have to be a fool to agree to go with you. I'm so close to the Red Cochin settlement, so close to freedom. Now I remember, we can steal a little bit. I actually test one thing. I think I have one of those special mounts. This is actually very interesting. It might be that when we go to the deep sea, it's swimming time. Okay, swimming time. Ah, so it seems he forced your hand. Perhaps his death was for the best. I will send word of all that has happened to Yusul, though I'm not sure he will be happy to hear it. Are you curious to know how I will inform him that my friend is secret? Okay, so we got Ether Current. So here are some Ether Current quests in this area. I check. Travel and Ether Currents. Aha, now I have totally new area to Ruby Sea. And it has one yellow. And I guess it's time to swim back. Everyone else are here. But now I remember we needed to tell that don't shoot with cannons when we travel by sea. Oh, you are one of Itchin from the beach, leaving us already. No need to pay the time, like Tansoli said. On the other hand, if you were to use our faves and find anything to your liking, we should be glad to sell it to you for a fair price. Tansoli seems to believe you are not the type to let a favor go unanswered. Assuming he is not mistaken, I have no doubt you could find a few odd jobs here. And I think there is some kind of repeating job what you can do here. Ah, now I see. There is a selling. I almost missed this one. Oh, everything is good condition. Maybe I check. Are there any? Aha, it's 265. And for crafters, tools for crafters, or crafting. What are we standing around for? Do you not hear what Tanso said? The vessel must be stopped. Even if you need not fear the Confederacy, there is no telling what manner of imperial presence we will find waiting for us. We must be careful. Next stop, Oakheart and Doma. We are coming, Yukiri. You have spoken with the Confederates up above, then. Excellent. If you are ready to depart, we may do so at any time. All aboard. Then let us be off. I shall deliver you to the fishing village of Isari. Wait, Tanso said that Viceroy was holding court in one of the fishing villages, did he not? Should Isari chance to be village in question, we could instantly find ourselves surrounded by Imperial soldiers. I think it's safer come ashore some distance away. Very well, I know just the place. At long last I'm returned to my homeland. It would have been silly to try to swim all the way here, at least this time. Still have your bearings. I know it can be difficult when you are on the water. Here we are. I'm reasonably certain none bore witness to our approach. Yet with this, I believe I have fulfilled the terms of our agreement. Aye, that you have. You have my deepest thanks, Soropan. Truly, we are blessed to have befriended such a clever and industrial merchant. Oh, you are too kind, good sir. I know not where your path may lead, but I wish you the very best and hope that we shall meet again. So we finally arrived in Oakheart. All we need to do now is liberate Dome. Small task. Yes, that looked daunting too. We do have one thing in our favor, the element of surprise. And like in Kerapania, the Imperials don't know we are here. Admittedly, that may be our only advance, considering how few of us there are. Well, I accept the Domain Liberation Front will even be up the odds bit, but before all that we need to see if this is fishing village Tansu was talking about. It may well be. I smell Jerusalem on the breeze. Oho, a lot of.
Even accounting for the rebellion, such indiscriminate shows of force seem pointlessly excessive.
If only you knew how commonplace such things have become. Are we too late?
Over there, someone's coming.
It's this familiar face, but he is acquainted with.
It is she, sworn enemy of Doma, of my master. The traitor who sold her homeland to the Garleans. Yotsuyu.
Yotsuyu.
The Viceroy herself. And look behind her. Isn't that...
The familiar face is behind her. We have met previously.
Filth and squalor everywhere, Eric. How very dull. What I wouldn't do for a drink. Come now! You've no reason to look so afraid. You have lived through a quarter of a century of Garlean rule, remember? 'Tis better to bend with the wind than stand tall and be broken. Therein lies hope. Therein lies freedom. I come before you today seeking affirmation. A heartfelt declaration. You're free to answer me as you see fit, yet even the least among you should know the correct response. Should. A resident of your village, one of your neighbors, mayhap your friend, was detained by the Korjin this morning. They say he was attempting to flee to Kugane. But we both know that simply isn't true, don't we? Have you anything to say? Bit slow, this one. Is there anyone more sensible among you? Have any of you anything to say? To swear?
My lady, I swear to serve the Empire, to do whatever is asked of me, and never disobey.
Well said, that man. Of course, it wouldn't do to simply take you at your word.
No. I know what.
Kill him. Surely you can do that much. He must be guilty of something or other, or he wouldn't have attempted to flee the Empire.
I have a family. Kami, forgive me. Kami, forgive me.
very, very good. I've always had a soft spot for men like you. Next, I want you to shoot those two over there. To alter work, you understand. A burden on the Empire. We can't have that.
But they're my parents. You can't expect me to...
Merciless. I think it might be that we need to wait. We probably need to gather info.
He's right. They would simply take the villagers hostage. We must consider the wider picture. If we act recklessly, we risk alerting the Garleans to our presence here, making it that much harder for us to work with the local rebels. To say nothing of the reprisals ordinary civilians would be made to suffer.
Open your eyes, girl. They are already suffering. Let me go. I am putting an end to this madness. I will approach the village alone and identify myself. As a former leader of the rebellion and a known fugitive, they will wish to detain me until they are certain they have learned all I know. Use this time to make your plans.
You saw what those monsters did to the villagers. Who knows what they'll do to you, assuming they don't kill you where you stand?
We live and die at the pleasure of the Kami. My fate is in their hands and no others. If it be of any comfort, I am no stranger to chains.
You can't expect us to stand idly by as a comrade goes marching off to his death. And this is nothing like Kugani.
Nor is it like the Reach, Lys, or the Wall. Let him go. Hold out for as long as you can, but remember, noble sacrifices are to remain an absolute last resort. I wish I could say it won't come to that, but only the gods know how we're going to get you and the others out in one piece. A miracle, perchance.
A great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupants for aid and succor. Together, you may yet find your miracle.
The great tower stands to the north and east. Look to its occupant for aid.
Now, leave this place. I must go.
Another idiot like all the rest. I'm beginning to think maybe something fundamental. Something intrinsic. Something quintessentially Doman to ignore the simple truth. You can't do a damn thing if you're dead.
Enough, Yotsuyu!
Well now, this is a surprise.
Hear me, Yotsuyu! Cease this farce, here and now! And I shall surrender myself to you. Refuse, and all shall answer to my blade.
Bring him to the tavern.
just selected that option because I think that this was more like stealth mission. You heard him, let's go. I hate it as much as you, maybe even more. Every vibe of my being was crying out in the venom pot. But what's done is done. Kosetsu Campbell has gifted us the time we need to find a solution. He bade us seek aid at the distant tower. Yes, for want of better idea, I say we do just that, while taking care to avoiding Imperials. So, okay, so good. He gave us helping message. So tower was something. Ah, here is actually something that looks like tower. Alice. She's right. This is not like to reach. This is worse. They were defenseless. We seem to have evaded their patrols so far. What is that tower anyway? I have never seen anything like it. According to my map, we are on Onokoro, and the tower is known as Heaven on High, mysterious structure built long ago by persons unknown. Oh gods, listen to me, I'm starting to sound like Alfinord. Next thing you know, I'll be saying things like, as you are doubtless already aware. Over there, do you see it? She's the becoming brother. Doesn't look like it's been dead long. Whoever did this, they had good shot. I can't see a single stray arrow. Well, someone hungry. Wait, that wasn't either of you two, was it? Aha, there are more of them. Calm down. We are nothing to... Wait, what I'm doing. They can't possibly understand us. Probably not. No. Time to run, Lewis. We save our strength for any that give it chase. You too, Silvery. Aha, it seems that we need to... Oh, a lot of them. Phew, that went better than expected. Just imagine if they'd taken us by surprise, what a fine ending that would have been to our story. Anyway, I think it's safe to assume that the people at the tower know how to defend themselves. You have to sharing an island with these things. Now all we need to do is convince them to help us. Daimyo Yunemi. Ah, it's fate. I checked it. This. I have found a special hunt mission. But was there anything? There is nothing about the hunt. Maybe I'll check one thing. There is hunting log. Maybe before I check if I can attune. So that is the way of it. Oh, there is a settlement here, and they have even got their own Etherite. Wait a minute, I have seen a standard before. It was when we met with Tansel, which means this place belonged to O. Maybe I take this. Confederate Consternation. But there is actually something special. Eastern bow. You get special emote. And a lot of items for fighters. And material is also kind of fighters. Alicia seems to be amused to find herself standing outside Confederate settlement. It would seem we have found Confederate settlement, mayhap even their headquarters, judging by the size of the place. So Kojutsu bade us seek out the Confederacy for aid and succor, the self-same Confederacy that refuses to openly oppose the Empire. Well, nothing ventured, nothing gained, I suppose. At the very least, they are unlikely to ask us to title. Tansu over here. This would make things easier. Look who I have found. Old family ways. What brings you hither of all places, where you're not bound for Otvar shores? I see. I trust you have not forgotten our previous conversation on the subject, no? Then what do you want? A second opinion? Very well. Come with me, I will take you to the Captain Russell. Just like that, an audience with their leader. How very accommodating. We must needs choose our words carefully. You leave it to me. I've always been good with people, and this will also give me a chance to use Eastern greeting they showed me in Revenant Store. On the second thought, maybe I shouldn't be the one to do this. It never is simple, not with pirates, and if they are anything like Covenant, then may the gods have mercy on us all. Here he is, our illustrious leader. Speak, no need to be shy. Greetings, you must be Russell, leader of Confederates and so on. I realize this is all a bit sudden, but the thing is, we have a little favor to ask. Oh gods, I probably broken half a dozen rules of fast Eastern etiquette already. Well, I'm sorry about that, but you have to understand what we are in a hurry, so I'm going to stop talking now. Men who revere manners and tradition can be found the world over, but not here. Your candor is appreciated, speak your heart. Kosetsu, a former leader of the rebellion, I know of him. Why he paid you petition us for aid and succor, however, I know not. At the risk of repeating myself, to join the Confederacy is to renounce all other ties. We are beholden to none, allied with none. When Doma was invaded by the Empire 20 years ago, we didn't trust to her defense. Knowing this, do you honestly expect us to help you drive the Imperial forces out of the Isari? The Guardians have long managed a presence in this region, and we would be forced to break the peace, fragile as it is. Besides, you are capable warriors, yes. With skill and preparation, you can surely resolve this matter yourselves. It's imperative that our presence here remains secret for as long as possible. For us, openly engaged Imperial at this time would endanger everything we have come here to achieve. You have told us why you cannot fight, not why we should fight in your stead. If you would speak to me of life said, I would speak to you of slaughter. How many will die when all pretense is lost and the Guardians declare war on the Confederacy? Hate is a luxury we cannot afford. You are free to come and go as you please, but you will receive no further aid. Thank you for your hospitality. It would excuse us. I wish I could say I'm surprised, but I'm not. Hey Silverian, I know that didn't go well, but I'm not prepared to give up on them yet. Kosetsu told us come here for a reason. He must have believed we could convince them to help us. We just have to work out how. My thought exactly. I'm glad to hear we are of the same mind. This little wonder they refused. We have done not to persuade them. The real work begins now. We need to learn more about the Confederacy, what their needs and weaknesses are. Once we know that, we will know how to earn their trust. taken an interest in the ship. Heh, good eye. She's not much to look at now, but once upon a time she was beauty. The Confederate waivers flotillas motor ships to capture and board errant vessels. The large ones, like this Sekibun, only take part in major engagement. Not that we had any of those recently. What with those Imperial throwing their weight around, it wasn't for them. Well, no use mooring about what you can't change. Number of crates and barrels have been stored here. On closer inspection, however, most are empty. The arms and armor have been piled up haphazardly. They display no signs of recent use or maintenance. Had a good look around, then we just need to wait for Liz. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I wanted to talk to as many people as I could. It's as Tansu said, they have no intention of standing up to Yosutsu. I don't know if you two got different impression. Maybe I take the first one. I agree, it's obvious that they are struggling to survive, and that they blame the Imperials for their recent troubles. Even if we do nothing, it's inevitable that they will come into conflict with the Empire sooner or later, and deep down again.